back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBay. I am MovieBay, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a series review over Big Brother 25. Now, before I get into it, though, I would like for y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Because here on MovieBay, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that is the type of content that you like, you might as well stick around and hit the subscribe button. And if you find yourself enjoying my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up and or drop a comment down below. Now, how I'm going to do this series review, I'm going to do it based off my opinion about the cast, starting from the first out to the winner. And I'm going to talk about their storylines as I give my opinions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so this year's theme was the Hamillaverse. And, you know, I personally didn't like this theme. I feel like all the challenges and the punishments were really kooky. And I know it's Big Brother. They're going to be weird. They're going to be outlandish. But I just didn't really care too much for this theme. Let's go ahead and get into the first person who was evicted. The biggest dummy on the show. The biggest dummy that I've seen in a while on Big Brother. What's his boy name, child? Luke Valentine, Florida native. Okay, let's slide that in there. So Luke didn't even have to get eliminated. He eliminated his damn self because he had the nerve to say the N-word. Like, boy, what? First off, you ain't black. Second off, I don't even take you for the type of guy to have black friends. Third off, you don't even look like you grew up in an urban area. Fourth off, the nerve of you. Like, why are you so comfortable with just saying that in your everyday language, in your verbiage? Like, shit is sweet around here. And then on top of that, you said it around the only African-American male in the house. Now, let me get on you real quick, Cirie. Now, I understand I wanted to come off as the angry black man, but you still should have checked him. Period. You don't have to be angry nor aggressive to check him. But you know what? Big Brother came through and Big Brother checked him and got his ass up out the house. I'm not racist. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Because how did that just come out of your mouth like that? We in the G room, my nigga. Yo, who? Boy, when I tell you, I almost came up off my couch. Oh, I was so happy. Get him off the show, and I'll never want to see his face ever again. Now, let's go ahead and get to the first person who was actually evicted by her house guest, Kristen. Kristen, super pretty, resides in H-Town, so I was automatically rooting for Kristen, until they had that first competition, and that girl, she just got dog walked. I said, girl, you is trash. You trash. And they immediately landed her on the nomination. It was her, Jared, Felicia, and somebody else. And it was crazy because I was like, bro, like these turned out to be like major key players in the game. Imagine if Felicia would have went home the first night or Jared would have went home. Actually, if Jared would have went home the first night, it probably would have been better off for a lot of people. I'm just saying. But let's get back to Kristen, okay? So Kristen's on the block, and she decides that she's going to make an alliance or a couple to help save her. So she won't be the first person to go home. So she goes to Riley and Matt and Jared and all the little young people, okay? All the good-looking young people in the house. And she starts an alliance with them. And then she goes with the black women in the house and starts an alliance with them. Now, she's just trying to make sure that she has the votes to not go home. But, of course, word travels fast in the Big Brother's house. And the HOH, Riley, figures out that, oh, she playing me? She in two different alliances? Put her on a block, and everybody sent her home because she was, quote-unquote, playing too hard, too fast, and that is a no-no in Big Brother. Now, the second person I'm going to count the second person to go home, because we don't even count that first boy. He non-existent. Anyways, the second person to go home by true Big Brother fashion is the first HOH, Riley. I'm not going to hold y'all. This was, to me, I think this was the best week. This week and the following week were the best weeks of Big Brother 25. Now, under Riley's reign, the house kind of split between the hot young people and the older people, okay? And there was one person in particular who did not like that split house, Hisam. And Hisam did what? He won the HOH for that week, okay? As well as the veto, I believe. Now, Hisam's whole thing was he wants to get rid of Riley because Riley is the person who is spearheading this divide in the house. And Heisem really wanted to be cool with the people on the other side, the hot, young, cool people, but he couldn't do that. So he decided that he's going to get Riley out of the house. Now, I do feel like it was a good thing to get Riley out so early because, one, she was pretty, charismatic, and she was making a lot of friends in just the first couple of nights. She had like a bomb social game, and she was low-key, because they only had like 2 competitions, a semi-comp beast, okay? So she was somebody to be on everybody's radar anyways, which I feel like is why ultimately everybody decided to just go ahead and go along with Heisem's plan and get her out, because she real life is a threat. Guess who's next to go home in week 3? Heisem, that same person who got Riley to go home. Now, as previously mentioned, Heisem did not like the split house. He low-key wanted to be with the young and popping people, okay? And ultimately that was his demise, because his alliance, the professors, they found out that he's not really happy with the group that he's in, okay? So that led to them backdooring him and getting him out the house. My opinions on Heisem. Heisem was a comp beast. He once shook things up in this house. 2, he would have ran the house. But 3, his social game was boo-boo. Like, he didn't know how to talk to people. He talked over people and he talked at people. And that ultimately just led to his demise. But Heisem was gone too soon for me. I really like that he made pop. I can appreciate a game player. Now, the following week, we have Blue and Jag on the block. And Matt wins anonymous HOH or an anonymous veto, and he could save one of the nominees. Everybody voted out Jag because they just looked at Jag as this threat. And in my mind at the time, I was like, threat how? Threat where? He hasn't won anything. He doesn't do anything. Why are they picking on Jag? I even went so far as to putting hashtag justice for Jag on my YouTube channel. And if you've seen the end of the season, you know why I'm laughing. But anyways, Matt saves Jag, and Jag is forever indebted to Matt, and nobody goes home. My opinion on Red is I didn't really have an opinion on Red. Red was just a good time. I personally feel like when he went home here against Jag, I wanted to cry because 1, it was his birthday. 2, he was a good guy. And 3, he let the pressure and the paranoia of the bad BB house get to him, and he believed that his alliance was really going against him. He was led to believe that he was a pawn and he was eliminated on his birthday. When I tell y'all I real life shed a tear at this elimination, I real life shed a tear. And Jag is on the block because he felt like he needed to prove himself to his newfound alliance that saved him. I just want to throw that in there in case I forgot it by the time I got to Jag. Next to go home was Izzy. I didn't really have an opinion about Izzy. I rocked with Izzy because Izzy rocked with Cirie, and I was Team Cirie this entire season. Spoiler alert. And Izzy would go down for Cirie in a pit of fire, and I can appreciate somebody loyal like that, and so can Cirie, okay? One thing that I could appreciate about Izzy, aside from her loyalty, is the fact that she wasn't one of the people who was walking around giving everybody a hug on the way out. First off, I hate when everybody gives everybody a hug on the way out because y'all literally just voted me out. If I got voted out 6-0, I'm not hugging not one of y'all. Like, y'all dumb? So when Cameron, the person who was trying to get her out, I believe he was HOH that week, tried to give her a hug, she said, oh no, baby, I'm going to be seeing you soon. And she definitely almost was. And by the way, I don't want to hear that voting with the house BS. I don't want to hear that. So the next week was a double elimination. Cameron and Jared both got sent home, but they both got resurrected to get a chance to stay in the competition, but Jared ultimately lost that battle to Cameron. So I'm about to go in on Jared. So this is just a warning, forewarning. Jared was an unnecessary liar in this house. Cirie would have probably won this entire game if he wasn't in the house. Matter of fact, I don't know, because Izzy low-key rocked with Cirie hard, and Izzy kept the secret that Jared and Cirie were related. But I really feel like Cirie and her social game, like y'all see how long she's made it on Survivor. She always like top two, number two. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like Cirie would have made it so much further. She probably would have even won if Jared wasn't in the house just stirring the pot for no damn reason. Y'all don't know how many times I was yelling at the screen like, sit your ass down and stop talking. Because he would just make up stuff for no reason. Let's talk about when he turned red against Cameron, just making up a bald-faced lie like they wasn't going to talk to each other. That was too risky because Red wanted to go talk to Cameron. Luckily, your mama got Red out the house before he even got a chance to do that. Let's talk about how he just made up this bald-faced lie about Corey in America saying something, y'all. I can't remember. It was so many weeks ago. But he just made up a bald-faced lie. And Cameron was like, you know what? Let's get everybody in here and let's talk about it. Boom, blew up in your face. Like, you were just lying for no reason. You're trying to make a game play, and you're not a game player. You're not your mom, and you will never be. I was so happy when his ass went home. Next to go was Nicole. And when I tell y'all, she was literally one of the most irrelevant players I have ever seen in BB history. I guess the only disappointing part is that she went home on a challenge that she almost won. She was like one of the last three people standing. And I was like, oh, she might actually win something. Nope, of course she's not, because she's worthless. The only thing that Miko did all season was complain. Complain, complain, complain. You complain about these people, the people in the house living with them. And I'm complaining about you complaining about them because you ain't doing nothing else. Be happy that you're still in the house. Why are you complaining so? Next to go was Cameron. And honestly, y'all, I was like, if they don't get Cameron out this house, Cameron is going to win the entire game. Because one, he's a comp beast. And he's been on the block how many times? He's been up for elimination how many times? And he's still here because he kept winning HOHs. I don't remember verbatim, but I think he won the previous HOH, so he couldn't try out for this HOH, which ultimately led to him getting backdoored by his own alliance members because they knew, Jag and Matt, they knew that they were going to have to take a shot at him or they weren't going to make it because Cameron was low-key a comp beast. And one thing I could appreciate about Cameron is that he was a game player. You know, just like Heisem, he liked to shake shit up. And not like in a Jared way, but in a smart way. So we can always appreciate somebody who wants to entertain the viewers. And congratulations on your $10,000 win. Even though I voted for Cirie, congratulations. So second in the jury house, I believe, is Corey. Now, I didn't like Corey at first because he was given the Ian approach. You know, young college kid, I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to attack at the end. And I didn't like Ian, so I didn't like Corey. Now, Corey was, I think he went to school for like persuasive communication or something like that. So his skills really came out towards this latter half of the game. And he was responsible for a lot of house flips this season. I believe saving Mama Felicia, sending home Nicole, and I believe with Cameron too. He convinced Jag and Matt like, hey, we might need to send Cameron home. So Corey was responsible for a lot of house flips. My only thing is I didn't like that Corey was trying to go after the people that I like, Cirie. So I didn't like that either. He was also in one of the two disgusting showmances. I don't like showmances, y'all. Like, can you paint a target on your back, please? But him in America, y'all already know how I feel about America. If you don't, we're going to get to her next. And I just couldn't stand it. So I was happy when Corey went home. I feel no ways. But Corey was big shocked because he didn't low-key campaign against America, but he low-key campaigned against America. And he didn't think that he was going to go home. And I just thought that his facial expression was priceless when Julie said that he was going home. Blue was sent home in a double elimination. And I low-key don't like how Jag did Blue. Because like week 1, week 2, Jag and Blue were like thick as thieves in the house. And then just down the line, he kind of like just dropped her like a bad habit and picked up with Matt. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that was cool, like, at all. I feel like it was Jared. It was probably Jared. If you remember why Jag and Blue fell out or why Jag stopped rocking with Blue, please leave it down in the comments. But I'm pretty sure it was Jared. My personal opinions on Blue, she could dress, but I didn't like the kitty purr, meow, girl, meow, the black scent. I didn't like all that. Sit down, shut up somewhere. Sit down and shut up somewhere. Something else that I didn't like the showmance that she had going on with Cirie. I forgot to mention this. Cirie, how are you going to tell you and your mama's secret to Blue? Like, you just met this girl. I know that y'all stuck in the house and I'm in the house bored. But telling your game plan, like, are you dumb? Do you know how much money is on the line? And your odds are doubled than everybody else in here because your mama ain't here with you and you got the nerve that you want to go tell Blue who your mama is? Just stupid. So because he was stupid over her, it made me inadvertently add on to why I didn't like her. Next on the double elimination was America. I told one of my subbies that I was going to go light on America. I'm going to try. I just didn't like her from the beginning. She just has that aura that she not the type of girl that I rock with. So I'm sorry. I just never was drawn to her. Then on top of that, everybody said that she was some type of a threat. And I'm like, how? She hasn't won anything. And the only competition that she won is because she held her hand on a damn button. Like an endurance challenge. Put your hand on the button challenge. Okay, wait, no, she didn't even win that. She threw that. But everybody's like, she could have won. Could have, would have, should have, but she damn didn't. Okay, that's two reasons why I ain't like her. She's just not my type of girl, and everybody thought that she was some type of threat. No. Then she was in a showmance. Not rocking with it. Then she had the nerve. Okay, so Corey and America, like I said, they were responsible for a lot of house flips. Okay, he thought he was running ish, but she low-key was the mastermind. Now I do applaud her on that, cause you know men, they think they running it, but it's really us women that's in your brain. Okay, so I applaud her for that. But however, not when you're going after the people that I'm rooting for. No, ma'am. So I believe it was the time where Me Cole and Mama Fee was on the block, and Mama Fee just aired out Corey and America. They came to us for an alliance. And of course, Matt and Jag looking at each other, who also have alliances with America and Corey. They looking at each other like, huh? So Mama Fee aired them out. Veto's not used. After the veto meeting, America has the nerve to step to Mama Fee talking about, you're lying. You're lying. We didn't say that. Girl, if you don't get out my face, out of my face. When I tell you I probably would have went home that day, Because sit your scrawny, bony ass down. Everybody loves America. Shut your ass up. And then not only did you come at Mama Fee, you came at Mama Fee with a lie, because roll the tapes back. Y'all did approach her with the Final Four alliance. So sit your ass down somewhere. I was so happy when she went home. I did a damn cartwheel. And your man didn't even take up for you after that argument. He walked away. He dipped on your ass. On top of that, can't stand a sour-faced bitch like this. Like, oh, I'm about to go home. Bitch, you talked yourself on the block. This is your doing. Now go home. Oh, this one was heartbreaking. I almost stopped watching the show. Miss Cirie, Survivor legend, she was voted off. She lasted longer than I thought she would, because when Izzy went home, I definitely thought that Cirie was going to go next. And I promise you this review would not even be happening. I promise you. I just want Cirie to win something. Like, I don't watch Survivor, but when she got on the show, something about her just made me like, ooh, yes, I'm rooting for her. Then I watched all her highlights on YouTube, and she hasn't won anything except for, I think it was that like that secret show. I can't remember what it was called. The Who Did It show. I think she won that, if I'm not mistaken. But Cirie just, I don't know. But she said that that Big Brother's harder than Survivor. I don't really think that she enjoyed her experience in the Big Brother house, but I do think she would have enjoyed it more if your son wasn't shit. Please come back again without Jared. Well, y'all know when Cirie went home, it was inevitable that Mama Fee was going to be next to go. How is Bowie still here? I have no idea. Anyways, when it comes to Mama Fee, I just really hate how she did Cirie. Back on like week 5, Mama Fee just dropped Cirie like a bad habit, and she'll pretend like they cool, and then she'll just stab her in the back every chance that she got. And I couldn't respect that, Mama Fee. I really just could not. But now that you found out that Cirie and Jared were actually related, maybe you feel a little bad. Hopefully you feel a little remorseful about how you did Cirie, because it was supposed to be y'all two. I wanted y'all two. Y'all two were my final two, y'all. So Mama Fee was the oldest person in the BB house, and she said, I'm not gonna be one of those older people that just float. I'm about to get my hands dirty. She won HOHs. She had a bomb social game, and she was always on the block. But people were always send other people home over Mama Fee because they deemed them as bigger competitors. I was like, are y'all dumb? Mama Fee has won HOHs. Mama Fee has a bomb social game. How is me Cole a bigger threat? Like, get out of here. I was rooting for Mama Fee, like I said, Mama Fee and Cirie to be my final two until, she did my girl dirty. But she really played a hell of a game. She made this season entertaining. Well, we're down to our final three, and Bowie was the next to go home. My opinion on Bowie, first off, girl, 35, more like 65. When she came in the house with that ridiculous ass lie, I said, no, wipe my hands clean. I'm done with her. Get her out of here. Because, baby, that's a stretch and a reach. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to pull a muscle. Bowie did win 2 HOH competitions, but in my opinion, if you're not running your own HOH, did you really win? She is the definition of a floater. She floated her ass all the way to the end, and I'm super shocked. I was just flabbergasted every time. She just aligned herself with the right people, and I don't even think she had a strong connection with those people, if we being honest. Next, our final two were Jag and Matt, and then Matt lost to Jag. My opinions on Matt, I really thought he was going to go home sooner. I'm like, bro, he's a deaf Olympian medalist. He's a hot white guy. He has to go home. He has to be considered a threat. He was never considered a threat. I was like, what is wrong with y'all? But then again, surprisingly, he only won like one HOH. I'm like, Matt, you low-key trash. Like, how is Jag beating you in all these? You're an Olympian. I don't know if you were just like trying not to show your hand, but how is scrawny Jag beating you in all these competitions? Like, come on, Matt, bro. Come on, Matt. But Matt, his personality came through. He really turned out to be a sweetheart. I love that he was cool with Cirie. So if you cool with Cirie, you cool with me. But I was rooting for him to win, but I knew that Jag just played a hell of a game. So let's go ahead and get into Jag. Jag was on the block so many times he should have went home. He really should have. I even put the hashtag justice for Jag because I'm like, why are they picking on this man? And now I bet you they all wish, damn, we should have got rid of him when we had the chance. I bet Matt is thinking I should not have saved him when I had the chance. But just giving gameplay, Jag was low-key running the house. After he went home, he knew that he had to realign. He made himself like a servant for the other team by going up as a pawn. And then he just slowly started to take over that second half of the house for the second half of the game. And then on top of that, he had the social game, and then he was just winning competitions, veto after veto after veto, HOH after HOH after HOH. And it's just like, it's no stopping this guy. So with that being said, what were your thoughts on BB25? Did you expect that Jag was going to win? I tell y'all what, I watched this season with my male friend, and he was over here like every so often. But the episode where Matt saved Jag, he said those two going to be the final two. I said, get out of here with all the negative energy, okay? Cirie is going to be in the final. But he was right. So what were your thoughts on BB25? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.